It's election night here in South Carolina. We are watching civil races very closely. We already heard from the Greenville mayor, Knox White, and him addressing supporters. Another key race that we're watching very closely is the extension of the penny sales tax in Spartanburg County. This is the funds that will then be going to roads and bridge projects throughout the county. So they're looking to extend that penny sales tax there in Spartanburg County. So we're starting to get more of the results in. And let's go ahead and toss it out now live to our Zach Pilutsky, who is standing by with County Councilman Britt. So Zach, how are they feeling in regards of this turnout for the vote and their odds of getting a yes vote, the extension of that penny sales tax?
Well, Justin, I think the biggest word I've been hearing tonight is relieved. We've got about 81% of the vote in, and that yes is leading with 57% of the vote as of the last update a couple of minutes ago. And as you mentioned, I'm joined right now by Spartanburg County Councilman Britt. David, thanks for the time. Can you just explain, I know we were talking a couple of minutes ago about how this is the stillest you've been and the most relaxed you've been all night. Just your emotions now as kind of it's looking like the penny sales tax will be extended 6 more years here in Spartanburg County.
Well, I tell you, since March of this year when we were presented with the problem of the road situation, it's been for the last 10 months really. We've been trying to figure out how we're going to solve this problem. How are we going to ask the voters of Spartanburg County to approve a continuation of the penny sales tax in one of the most difficult financial times, that they've probably faced in years. So it was not an easy decision to ask the voters to make the decision. So I have been nervous, since we first gave it to the voters back in, actually August when we put it on the ballot. And I am extremely proud of the voters in Spartanburg County for really making a decision what was not just best for them right now, but for decades to come and for their children's children. This $478 million is going to be put into roads in Spartanburg County will help change the trajectory we were on for roads. Our roads were failing. No fault of anybody. These roads have been there for 70 years in many cases. But the voters of Spartanburg County tonight said, we want to fix the roads today, for tomorrow, and for our children's children. And they did it. I mean, that's part of the reason I love Spartanburg County so much. They're very wise and they're not selfish. They don't just think about themselves. They think about their children and the future. And like I say, they were given a lot of false information, the voters, but they deciphered. The ones that said yes, they deciphered through all that, some false information, and they trusted us. We delivered on the penny from 2017 with the courthouse and the city police department, and the city-county complex is going to happen, and we will deliver on these roads. That $478 million, we start work tomorrow in delivering on their faith in us and their trust in us. And I can't say thank you enough for the voters and also for Alan Smith and Cole Alverson, who visited over 70 different groups, and their families sacrificed for them to go to churches on Sundays and meetings at night. They helped get the facts out, and the voters responded in an overwhelming fashion. This has been great.
We've talked about in the past how really you guys on County Council have 3 options to fix the roads: the penny sales tax, property tax increase, and taking out loans. Why was this the best option? And now that it appears to be extended 6 more years, what does that mean for everybody here in Spartanburg County?
Well, the truth is there was really only one option. We have not raised property taxes in Spartanburg since I got elected in 1991. 33 years of budgets. We've never raised property taxes. So the only option, I was not going to support raising property taxes. If the voters said no to this, we didn't have a plan B. So, that's why I have been so nervous about this for months. And even today, while I was up at 4:20 this morning worried about this and encouraging people to get out and vote, there was no plan B. There was no other option. Even though we could raise property taxes, I'm not going to raise property taxes. Like I say, I haven't done it in 33 years. Why would I do it when the voters said they didn't want another penny? Or they didn't want another property tax. So I wasn't going there. I can't talk for the other 6 council members, but we were going to be in a world of trouble when it comes to roads. So that's why it was like looking over the edge of a cliff, and there's no bottom down there. That's why it was so serious to me. We're talking about lives. And again, we would not have done this if there was any other way. People said, oh, there's plenty of money. The county gets all this money. Not true, not true, not true. We have a $152 million budget, and of that, 55% goes towards public safety. What are you going to do, take money from the Sheriff's Department, the Solicitor's Office, our court system? We're not flush with money. And the people who dreamed this up and spread a lot of false information, that's why I'm so proud of the voters. For that 57, 58% that said, we want to do this in the toughest economic times. That shows true grit. And I'm thankful that I live in Spartanburg County, and I thank the voters of Spartanburg County for stepping up and being counted.
And lastly, a lot of people watching this have probably driven on a Spartanburg County road. We're all, mostly aware of the statistics with fatalities, especially recently. Just the urgency and the priority that fixing the roads in this county and, being able to do that now with this money that's going to be coming in. Just how big of a deal is that for Spartanburg County to be able to improve 577 different roads and bridges and intersections?
It's a life changer. I mean, you're talking about lives have been lost because of the shape of the roads. And it is much like going to the doctor. Again, it's just like your doctor telling you, listen, you've got a serious medical issue. And he says, this is what you need to do, or she says, this is what you need to do to survive. You don't say, well, I don't have enough money right now, or I don't really want to go through the hassle of doing this. If you want to live and you want to live a good life, you do what the doctor says. And our doctor back in March of this year said, this is the state of the roads. Our Dr. Travis Brown said, this is the state. And if we don't do something right now, it's going to cause irreparable damage. It was only going to get worse. It's $478 million today. This next 6 years, we're going to generate that. If we had put this question off for a year or 2 years, it would exponentially grow. So this is more than just, we're going to fix the roads. This is a life and death situation we're dealing with, and we start fixing this tomorrow. The doctor is in surgery and starting work on the patient tomorrow.
David, thank you for the time. Thanks for everything over the past few months, talking to us and everything. And again, it looks like the Spartanburg County penny sales tax referendum will pass 6 more years. That 1% sales tax going to fix a lot of the roads that I know probably a lot of the viewers here have maybe complained once or twice about. Yeah. So, David, Thank you for the time.
Thank you. Appreciate all that y'all do.
Justin?
All right, Zach, thank you so much. And again, you just heard from David Britt there, Spartanburg County Council, really liking the condition of the roads there in Spartanburg County to a serious medical condition, and saying that with the passage of all of this, that means that the doctor will get to work and they'll be able to fix some of those roads and bridges there in Spartanburg County. So it looks as if the penny sales tax will be extended another 6 years to raise hundreds of millions of dollars to look to fix 577 roads and bridges and intersections there in Spartanburg County. So the people in Spartanburg County, outside of Spartanburg County, they will all contribute to these road improvements that we are about to see, according to David Britt. Again, he's saying the doctor will get to work tomorrow. So we're following every election very closely. Another one that we're watching very closely is mayor in Simpsonville. We'll have all your election results coming up on the 10 o'clock news. We'll see you then. For now, have a great evening.
Thanks for watching Fox Carolina News. Watch us live wherever you are, on our mobile, on our streaming news app. And you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.